Hello spectators from lands far and wide. Welcome. How truly mind-boggling it is indeed to have you watch our brand new show. Splendid! Allow me to introduce myself. The name is William Sexspear. I have a PhD in science, physics, astronomy, and in animal husbandry. I saw the overwhelming success of the GTA Geographic team and decided that this is the place I want to hang my hat for my brand new show. Of course, I had to ask Sonny, and he was a little more skeptical because of the funds we would require. But hell, we're giving it a shot regardless. Welcome to In the Name of Science! Let's begin. Hello? What do you mean, fire and butlers? What, you have a butler grab a gin and tonic from the table in front of you? No, I'm not saying that. God damn it. Okay, so the dear narrator is asking me to relay a message. Something about throwing your butler in the fire and throwing a gin and tonic at your son William. Enough tomfoolery. It's time for science. Spectators, I start off by asking you a simple question. What is the absolute scourge of GTA Online? Yes, indeed, the TRYHARD, a vile creature. The In the Name of Science team managed to subdue a TRYHARD and lock him into a tiny cage. We proceeded to take some blood samples of him so we could make clones, and here we are. An army of mindless TRYHARDs. Unfortunately, the cloning process deep-fried their minds. Now you can't see, but they're actually in agonizing pain currently. Now we are here to answer a simple question. What is indeed the best vehicle to ram a pesky TRYHARD as far away as physically possible? We have conducted a very similar test before, roughly around 2 years ago. But a lot of vehicles have been added since then, and we made a good selection of brand new vehicles, and through the miracle of time and space, we will now check out the testing grounds. The way this test works is simple. We use 95% of the budget to construct this massive testing platform where we simply race the vehicles at full speed into the TRYHARD clones. Now GTA Geographic might get upset, but I think realism is very important when conducting these tests. Now, the testing vehicles will be driven down the runway here and ram into the TRYHARD at maximum speed. The vehicles themselves will be stopped by these tire walls and... enough of this blabbering. I want to see the TRYHARDs fly. We will be trying a cabin from the MOC truck, and we'll be traveling at exactly 60 miles per hour at the point of impact. Wow, that was quite a surprise as the TRYHARD was thrown only a very short distance. This is likely caused by the flat front end. Next we have the Vigilante. The Vigilante will be launched using rocket boost, and it's quickly impacted the TRYHARD. This one sent the TRYHARD much further, a great experiment. Up third we have the Insurgent take its turn. We were expecting a lot from this one because of the solid and yet angled front. As we can see, the TRYHARD has bounced quite a good distance, not as far as the Vigilante, but further than the MOC truck cab. On to the next test. Next we have the Night Shark SUV. Oh, it barrels down the runway at a tremendous speed, and what an impact there from the Night Shark, sending the TRYHARD flying, and it looks like, yes, we have a winner. The Night Shark takes it. Now we have a very special vehicle. We have a pony with a butler attached to the front, hoping the buoyancy of the butler will cause the TRYHARD to bounce a greater distance. There's the impact, but no, it barely bounced the TRYHARD at all, with the butler actually flying further than the TRYHARD. If this were the annual butler toss, we would have a great score there, but we're only measuring the distance of the TRYHARD today. Lastly, we have the Faggio, and he's off. We see him gradually gathering speed and impact, but oh my, it seems we've gone airborne. Oh, the scientist has taken to the skies before the bike and scientist comes to a rest at the TRYHARD's feet. What a majestic sight. And now on to the results. In last place with the lowest distance the TRYHARD was thrown, we have the Butler Pony. Next we have the Faggio, and then followed by the MOC Cab, then the Insurgent, then the Vigilante, and of course the grand winner, the Night Shark. What a spectacular day! Now it's time to bid farewell in true flamboyant fashion with the 50 megaton nuclear blast from the orbital cannon. Perfect. We can't have an angry tribe of clone tryhards just running around. Well, we've learned so much today, don't you agree? It's time for me to go upstairs and document all of our findings, and maybe one day we can pass it over to my grandchild. Thank you so much, fantastic spectators. Now the dear narrator wants to do his little thing, so, well, here he is, sitting by the fire, sipping on a gin and tonic.
Thank you, William Sexspear. Thank you, I guess. Well, dear viewers, thank you all for watching, I suppose. Tomorrow, GTA Geographic will return with a brand new episode on the racer. Do be sure to tune into our TV show. Also, if you have any suggestions or questions for William Sexspear to investigate for you, be sure to let his team know. He's eagerly awaiting to blow more stuff up. Now, dear viewers, it's time for comments by the fire. But as always, before we do that, a special thank you to the sponsors. Welcome Fresh Spanker, Armada, and of course, Maxi0210. Thank you for sponsoring in order to raise the production value even higher. Also, of course, a very special thank you to the old sponsors. Fantastic having you all here. Now it's time for comments by the fire. Jhezio11 wrote, I miss my old mechanic, Johnny on the spot. Charles just doesn't deliver the vehicles quite as well. Some nonsense about having to deliver them near suitable driving locations. Yes, indeed, Johnny on the spot is dearly missed. Even though he had a habit of delivering your cars upside down in the middle of the street from time to time. Name McName6 said, Good sir, my son has failed his quantum physics class. What would you recommend as punishment? That's a good question, sir. The proper punishment of one's child should be entirely up to their owner. I recommend 4 weeks of manual labor in the quarry. Relic9 wrote, I've commented on every GTA Geographic video in the hopes to be in the video. I think you hate me. Do you hate me? Thank you for writing, dear viewer. No, I don't hate you. Not in the slightest. However, I have very little time to comment to all of you. I have my cricket matches, my next piece of art, the Veil of Vernon, and of course, my gin and tonics to sip by the fire. Froggy0109 wrote, 2 words, awesome and wonderful. That, sir, would be 3 words. 5 including the 2 words you wrote before the other 3 words. Well, that will be all, dear viewers. As always, lean back in your chair, grab your quill and ink, write a formal letter to your butler to kindly press the like button, but before you hand the letter over, give him a slap with a white glove like the days of old. Be safe in your travels around the city of Los Santos, and as always, take care, dear viewers.